Lesson 7-1 Problem Solving Strategy Work Backward. Objective of this lesson to solve problems by working backward, and it's important because the work backward strategy can help you solve equations. Okay, let's take a look at this activity. A certain computer software simulates a factory assembly line. Machines rotate, punch holes, and paint a vertical stripe on geometric shaped objects so that they match a given design. Okay, so if you want to copy this down on a piece of paper, and let's copy and complete the chart. Okay, so this is the result right here, and this is what we need to do. So begin with the designed square that one's given, and then rotate, okay, 45 degrees clockwise. So this will be the product of that one, rotating 45 degrees clockwise. And then we remove the thin line after we rotate that, and that one goes away. And then rotate 45 degrees clockwise some more, and there you have it. Okay, and then remove the thick line, and that's what you end up with. Okay, plain square. So what process is involved in completing the chart above? So the process of undoing the steps, okay, used to assemble the designed square. Okay, so undoing the steps used to assemble the designed square, that is basically the process of that particular activity. So look at the two squares at the right. What would you do to the first square to get the square on the far right as an end result from the software? So if we're going to use the same software, okay, we probably will do this. Paint a thick line, and then rotate counterclockwise 45 degrees, then paint a thin line, then rotate counterclockwise 135 degrees. So what did we do there? We actually worked backwards. So from that blank square, to be able to get back to that square, we need to work backward. That means we need to paint the thick line first, okay, and then rotate it, and then paint the thin line, and then rotate it some more. Okay, so that is working backward, okay, in that particular activity. And in most problems, a set of conditions or facts is given, and an end result must be found. However, the software shows the result and asks for something that happened earlier. Okay, so the strategy of working backward can be used to solve problems like this. To use this strategy, work with the end result and undo each step. This word undo is important because we're going to use that a lot when we are solving equations. Okay, so again, start with the end result and undo each step. Let's take a look at this particular example. Okay, on personal finance, Marita put $10 of her paycheck in savings. Then she spent one half of what was left on clothes. She paid $26 for a haircut, and then spent one half of what was left on concert tickets. When she got home, she only had $17 left. What was the amount of Marita's paycheck? Okay, so you know all the amounts Marita spent, okay, and what she had what she had when she got home. You want to find the amount of her paycheck. Okay, and let's see how we can plan to solve this problem. Since the problem gives the end result and asks for something that happened earlier, just like the activity we just did, we need to start with the result and work backward, and then undo each step. Okay, what does that mean? Let's take a look at solve. So when Marita got home, she had $17. Okay, and then the first thing we need to do is undo the half that she spent on a concert ticket. Okay, so that means when you undo one half, you're basically multiplying it by 2. So the opposite operation of dividing by 2 is multiplying 17 by 2. Okay, and then after we're done with that, the next step would be undo the $26 she spent on her haircut. That means when you're spending, you're subtracting $26 from your money. So in order to undo subtraction, we add $26, and that makes it 60. And then the next one, we need to undo the half she spent on clothes. So if you are again multiplying by 1/2, okay, undoing multiplying by 1/2 is multiplying by 2. Okay, now she has 120. And then lastly, undo the $10 she put in savings. So again, instead of subtracting $10 from what she had, we're basically adding $10 more to undo that. Okay, and if you notice, okay, the amount of Marita's paycheck was $130. Okay, and how do we check if our answer is correct or not? So assume that Marita started with $130. Let's check our answer. After putting $10 in savings, she had $120 left. She spent half of the $120, so she had $60 left. Then she spent $26, so she had 60 minus 26, or $34 left. Finally, she spent half of the 34, so she had $17 left. So in the end, Marita would have $17. So the answer is correct. Okay, and this is how you work backwards in word problems. Okay, one short, well, one short but sweet example. Okay, and the key word for the secret word for this lesson would be checking. Okay, again, the secret word for this lesson will be checking. Thank you for watching.